back to Study with Manjula, and I'm your friend Manjula Sri. We are dealing with the digestive system part 3. In part 1 and 2, what we have learned, I just want to give you a quick recap. We have learned about the food, the importance of food, about the nutritious food, about the nutrients, the 5 types of nutrients we have learned, and the process named nutrition. Even we have learned about the micro and macronutrients in the process nutrition. It is taken in how many steps? It's taken in 5 steps. What are they? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. Before going to the ingestion, we have learnt about some of the terms related to the digestive system. What are those? Alimentary canal and digestive glands, right? So we have learned in the in the process ingestion, we have learnt about the first term, that is the teeth in the mouth part, and next is the tongue. Today we are going to deal with it. Okay, what is tongue? It is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the mouth. It is attached where? Floor of the mouth. So what is the floor of the mouth? It is just the lower jaw. Here floor of the mouth is nothing but the lower jaw. Okay. It is the lower jaw of the mouth. So tongue, where it is attached? To the lower jaw of our mouth. Right. So what is tongue? It is a fleshy muscular organ. It is a fleshy muscular organ. Okay. So this is the tongue. Now what are the importance of tongue? Now we are going to learn. These are the importance of tongue. The first one is it manipulates the food while chewing. Now what's the meaning of manipulates? Manipulates is nothing but the tongue will take to its convenience for chewing process of food. Tongue what will do is for our convenient, how to chew the food with our convenient, it will change the food while chewing. Okay. Next one is helps in tasting the food. It helps in tasting the food. The main one is tasting. Now how it helps in tasting the food? Tongue has some of the tasting buds that I'll say one of the activity after this. Okay. Next is in mixing saliva with food. In mixing saliva with food. How it will mix? While chewing, you will get some of the watery substance that is known as saliva. After the importance of tongue, we are going to deal with the salivary glands. In that I will say. Okay. So this tongue helps in mixing the saliva with food. While chewing the food, the watery structure we get, right? So what that watery structure will do? It will just mix in the food and will swallow it even, right? Next is helps to clean our teeth. How it help to clean our teeth? After eating the food, see small bits of food just stuck in our teeth, right? So what we'll do with the tongue, we just clean it. In that way it will help. Next is in speaking. The main one is it helps in speaking, right? So these are the importance of the tongue. Now I am going to say a small activity. So this is the activity you have to perform. See, this is the part of your mouth. This is the tongue. Okay. Now the things required for your experiment is, one is a cup of sugar solution. Cup of sugar solution. Sugar solution is nothing but sugar water, right? Next one is salt water. Third one is the lemon juice. Lemon juice you have not used to mix any salt or any sugar in that. Just lemon juice, right? Next one is the crushed neem. You know neem leaves. You have to crush it and make it a juice, separate juice. You don't mix it anything in that, right? So these are the things needed for the experiment. So I have written here some of the placements I have given. Here one of the placement, here, here two and here one. Okay. What you have to do is, you have to take, if you have toothpick, well and good. If you don't have any toothpick, you can use a straw even. Okay, what you have to do is, you have to dip the straw or the toothpick in the solutions and place it, the placements I have given. See, here I have drawn the circles, here, here and here. You have to just stand near the mirror, or you can do the experiment to your friends or your family members. Okay, you have to dip the straw or the toothpick in the solution and just keep a small drop on the points whatever I have given, and afterwards you just detect it where the flavor is tasting you. Okay, so if you did this experiment, it will be like this. If you keep the neem solution, it will taste it here, means the end of the tongue, where the tongue is jointed to the lower jaw. Next is the sour. Sour is nothing but lemon juice. If you keep the lemon juice, here it will taste, here one end, here one end, right? Next one is the salt, here. Means you will keep the salt solution, here it will taste. Next one is the sugar, means sweet. If you will keep the sugar solution here at the tip of the tongue, then you will feel it sweet. So these are the some of the placement where you will feel the flavor, right? Now let's go to the salivary glands. The salivary glands. What are salivary glands? Before going to that, we have to know one definition, that is, the watery part of your mouth is saliva. The watery part of your mouth is known as saliva. Now, from where this saliva is coming is from salivary glands. The saliva is secreted from salivary glands. So, there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. They are parotid, which is the largest one of the salivary glands. It is present front of the ears. Front of the ears is one here and one here. Okay. Why 2 are there? Because it is a pair, right? Because it is a pair, there will be here. What they have said is front of the ear. Front of the ear means here. Okay. Next is submandibular. Submandibular pair, which is present below the jaw. Below the jaw means below the lower jaw, here. Next is sublingual. Sublingual gland is below the tongue, means here, right? So these are the 3 pairs of salivary glands. Now I am going to explain with which this saliva is combined and how it is used in the digestion. Why it should be mixed with the food. The saliva is mixed with water, salt and an enzyme. Enzyme are some of the juices which helps in the digestion or either in other functions of the body, right? So at present this enzyme amylase helps in the digestion of the food. How? Later I'll explain. Just see this, okay? Water. What's the formula of water? H2O. It's the formula of water. H means hydrogen, O means oxygen. Salt formula is NaCl. Means sodium chloride. Na means sodium, Cl means chloride. This is the formula. So these also you can learn. If you don't know, you can note it even, right? And an enzyme called amylase. This is the main part which helps in the digestion. This is the main one in the saliva which is useful for our digestion. So this amylase should be mixed with the food to get digested. Now how it helps in the function of saliva I am going to explain. And one other thing is, this saliva is also known as slimy mucus. This saliva is also known as slimy mucus. Slimy means what? A type of jelly-ish water, right? So this saliva is also known as slimy mucus. Please remember. Functions of saliva. It moistens the mouth cavity. Moistens means what? It will just keep it watery, but it will not make dry. Okay. Next is it cleans the mouth and destroys germs. It always cleans the mouth and destroys the germs. After eating, the food particles get stuck into the mouth, and if we will not clean our mouth properly, then what happened is the food particles will convert into bacteria. From that also this saliva protects. Next is the saliva binds the food and convert it into bolus. This bolus is a new word. Right. So what is the bolus? Just forget about these lines. Just concentrate on this. What is bolus? After chewing your food, it will become a ball-like structure. In the bolus, the word ball is there. You just imagine ball. Okay. After eating, whatever the ball-like structure you will find, it will become like a paste and it will form a ball. Whatever the structure is there, that is known as bolus. So that will go inside the mouth to the food pipe and it will digest. That we will learn afterwards. Now once again come to the line. The saliva binds the food and convert it into bolus. So when we chew the food, it will grind. What helps in grinding? Yes, our molars and premolars helps in crushing and grinding the food. So when the food crushes and grinds, this saliva, what is saliva? Slimy mucus, which is a type of jelly or a type of slime. You know what is a slime, right? So this saliva binds the food like a shape of a ball, and that ball is known as bolus. Right? Clear. Next is it helps in swallowing the food. How it helps? See, if any object is filled with oil or lubricated, it will be sloppy and it will be slippery. So our mouth is always moistened, right? It is always moistened. So when we take the food, it will get swallowed easily, right? Next is what is the importance of amylase? I am going to explain. Now we are going to learn about the enzyme amylase. Digestion begins in the mouth. It's the correct. Many of us think after eating the food, when it goes to the stomach, when it reaches the stomach, then the digestion takes place. But it's completely wrong. The digestion begins itself from the mouth. How? Let us see. Amylase, what is amylase? The enzyme present in saliva helps in breakdown of starch into simple sugar. What is starch? Starch is a carbohydrate. What is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is a nutrient, right? So starch, in where we can find starch is in rice, wheat, potato, we can find starch. So what this amylase is helping? It helps in breaking down of starch into what? Simple sugar. Here simple sugar is nothing but sugar. Right. So how it's helping? This amylase, what it will do is, it will break down. It helps in the digestion of this starch. How? When the food is mixed with saliva, in saliva we have amylase. So this amylase also mixes with the food or starch and helps in the breaking down of it. Now how it will convert? Simple sugar. You may get a doubt. What? Starch will convert into a simple sugar. How it can convert into a simple sugar? See, what you have to do is, take a roti or rice, you take it. Just chew it continuously without mixing any curry or without anything. Just a simple rice. Cooked once, just chew it continuously. You will feel sweet. Just try it in your home, okay? So there is a small formula here. There is a small formula. So this type of formulas you will get throughout the lessons. These are the main ones. If you will catch these formulas, it will be easy to learn the digestive system lesson. Okay, in each step, each enzyme, there are many enzymes while going through the lesson. So each enzyme convert each nutrient into some of the simpler form of the food. Now here the first step of the digestion takes place in the mouth with the help of saliva and the amylase. So this starch in the presence of saliva with the help of amylase converts into sugar, which is also known as maltose. See, in going through the lesson, we will not use the word sugar or will not use the word saliva. We will use in the place of saliva slimy mucus, and in the place of sugar we are going to use the word maltose. Right? We have to be grown up to use the new words. Okay? Once again, the starch in the presence of the saliva with the help of the amylase converts into sugar. What it is? Maltose. Right? So this is all about the ingestion. Now ingestion process is taking place in a mouth cavity. Right? So with this I am completing the part 3 of the lesson. Now we'll continue the rest of the lesson in the other part. Thank you.